Welcome back to the channel where we talk about all things Salesforce and other tools. In today's video, we're going to learn how to set up a late payment prediction using Einstein Prediction Builder. It's an exciting feature that can help you analyze and predict late invoice payments. So let's get started. Within your org, navigate to Setup. Next, locate the Einstein Prediction Builder tile and click on Get Started. A Review Terms page will appear. Make sure to read through the terms and check the box that confirms you are authorized by your company to accept the terms. Now click on Try Einstein and then Get Started. Please be patient as the screen refreshes. On the new prediction page, we will start building the foundation of your late payment prediction. Give your prediction a name. Let's call it Late Invoice Payment. The API name field will be auto-populated based on your prediction name. Since we want a yes-no prediction outcome, select the yes-no option, then click on Save and Next. On the object page, search for and select the first invoice object. Afterward, click on Save and Next. Now, on the segment page, click on Segment of Invoices to define your segment and include customers who do not have automatic payments. To set the conditions for your segment, leave the Include Records That box as Meet All Conditions. In the field box, search for and select AutoPay. In the operator box, select Does Not Equal. Leave the type box as Boolean. In the value box, choose True. Then click on Save and Next. Click on Switch to Segment to proceed. Before we move forward, it's important to ensure that we have enough data for Einstein to build a valid prediction. A minimum of 400 existing records is required, but for a binary prediction like this, we recommend at least 100 records for each outcome. Checking your dataset helps confirm that you have enough records. To predict a yes-no question accurately, Einstein needs example records where the answer is definitely yes, positive examples, and example records where the answer is definitely no, negative examples. This example set is crucial for Einstein to learn and make predictions for records where the answer is unknown. When setting up your prediction, you have the option to include or exclude fields from your dataset. Choosing the right fields is essential for accurate predictions because the predictive power lies in the data we provide to Einstein. Fields to include: in general, include as much relevant data as possible. Use your business knowledge to determine which fields are important. Remember, the more data you provide to Einstein Prediction Builder, the better the predictions can be. Fields to exclude. However, there are exceptions to including all fields. For example, exclude fields that may introduce hindsight bias. Hindsight bias occurs when a field is used as a predictor whose value can only be known after the predicted event occurs. While Einstein automatically detects such fields, it's always a good practice to review the fields yourself. There may be other reasons to exclude fields, such as ethical and legal concerns. Now that you understand how to create your example set and make decisions about field inclusion and exclusion, let's continue building your prediction and complete the setup flow. To create the example set using yes-no examples, follow these steps. For the yes example, leave the default Meet All Conditions selection for your filter. Then select the invoice status field, the equals operator, the pick list type, and the late value. For the no example, again, leave the default Meet All Conditions selection for your filter. Then select the invoice status field, the equals operator, the pick list type, and the paid on time value. Click Save and Next. On the Included Fields page, review the fields that Einstein will analyze for the prediction. In this case, leave all the fields selected, then click Next. On the Records to Predict page, select Predict on all records that aren't example records, then click Next. On the Score field page, name the custom field that will store your prediction results. Let's name it Invoice Status Prediction. The API name field will be auto-populated. Click Save and Next. Review your settings, and if needed, you can make changes by clicking Back. Once you're satisfied with your settings, click Build. Great job! Keep in mind that the evaluation of your prediction can take anywhere between 30 minutes to 24 hours, depending on the size of your dataset. Once your prediction is finished building, you can view the results on the Einstein Prediction Builder scorecard. To access the scorecard, go to the Setup page of Einstein Prediction Builder and click the drop-down arrow. Then select View Scorecard. The Overview tab of the scorecard provides a high-level summary of your prediction. You'll find the Prediction Quality graph, which estimates the accuracy of your prediction. Additionally, you'll see the top predictors, which are the 5 field values with the strongest impact on your prediction. Click on the Predictors tab to explore other fields that influence your score. Here, you can view all the fields included in your prediction, along with their values, impact scores, and correlations. Correlation is a number ranging from -1 to 1 that represents the direction of the relationship between the predictor and the predicted outcome. A positive value indicates that the predictor and the predicted outcome tend to increase together, while a negative value means that one increases while the other decreases. So, if you see a negative value, don't worry. It's just the direction of the relationship, not necessarily a bad outcome. After reviewing your prediction, go back to the Overview tab. If you're satisfied with the prediction quality, click Enable. This activates the initial scoring of your data, and all the records in your prediction set will receive a score stored in the custom field you created during the setup. Enabling your model doesn't mean it's immediately ready for integration into your business processes. It's recommended to let your prediction run behind the scenes for a period of time to assess its performance on new data. Monitoring your prediction for a couple of months is a good rule of thumb. Once you have monitored your prediction and are confident in its performance, you can start utilizing it in various ways within Salesforce. For example, you can add the Invoice Status Prediction field to a list view and sort the scores in descending order to prioritize attention to invoices more likely to be paid late. You can also add the Einstein Predictions component to the invoice record page layout. This component displays the top predictors that influence the score, providing valuable information when interacting with each customer. Furthermore, you can use your prediction along with business rules in an Einstein Next Best Action strategy or with Flow Builder to automate decision-making processes. Remember, building a prediction is an iterative process, and your prediction results may change as you collect new data. It's important to continue monitoring its performance in real-life scenarios to validate its effectiveness. Now let's discuss some common errors you may encounter during the Einstein Prediction Builder process and their solutions. One common issue is when the prediction quality appears to be too good to be true, exceeding 95%. In such cases, there may be hindsight bias present. Double-check your dataset for fields that should be removed and exclude any irrelevant predictors. If the prediction quality is too low, it could be due to too many fields being removed from the example set or insufficient relevant fields in your object. Try including more fields and running the prediction again. When using the data checker, there may be instances where there aren't enough records to build a prediction. Ensure that you have a minimum of 400 records for the selected object and meet the minimum requirements for yes-no examples. In the data checker, if there aren't enough yes-no examples, it could be because the filtered conditions are too narrow. Start with a basic filter and gradually add more filters if sufficient data is available. If there are intersections in the data records, it means a record appears in both the yes and no sets, and it's considered a yes example. To avoid this, remove filters that create intersections or choose a different option for the Meet All Conditions box. If you can't find scores or prediction values, ensure that your prediction is enabled. If it's enabled and you still don't see scores, consider cloning the prediction and using the data checker to verify if there are records to score. Sometimes, even after enabling the prediction, you may not see any scores. In this case, there might be an issue with how you defined the prediction or the setup flow. Review your setup and make sure to correctly filter your prediction. Great job on completing the Einstein Prediction Builder journey. Remember, it's essential to measure the success of your prediction, iterate, and continuously improve its performance based on real-life outcomes. Thank you for joining us in this tutorial series. We hope you found it helpful and are ready to leverage the power of Einstein Prediction Builder in your business processes. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask. Best of luck with your predictions.